The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have any line. What? I don't even know what to say. Law degrees.
Law degrees. We don't have any. At least I didn't get any over the
I didn't
past
get
week.
any.
You didn't get any either? Okay.
I didn't get any sleep either. But we're here.
Yeah. So the script is still the same. We don't got no law degrees.
Any law degrees. Thank you. Not your average.
You're welcome.
He's not your average.
That's Sofa King Marvelous.
Sleepy Sofa King.
Sleepy.
And we are
Podical Sons, baby.
Let's get the season.
I think you already getting the season.
I can't talk.
Yeah.
And I'm here to talk. Talk a lot of stuff. Fun stuff. Serious stuff. Real stuff.
That we're here to do.
That's what we're here to do. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you? You hanging in there?
You really asking me that?
You hanging in there?
Fucking wrote that shit. I've been saying that shit for 197 episodes.
Yeah.
And the first time I holy, congratulations, Doc. You put in some work, man.
Congratulations.
We put in some work. Grit and grind, man. It's a feat to get that, high in the podcast realm. A weekly podcast.
Weekly.
Yes. And to the folks listening and watching us, thank you. Google, all streaming platforms possible.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go through all the different platform names.
Because I might call Spotify Spotify or something like Pudify.
He might bite his tongue.
All streaming platforms possible. Podicalsons.com. And you can see these faces and stuff on YouTube. Well, look at his face. Me and Lil Rack.
He'll perk up. Once we get started, he'll perk up.
Yeah, let it be some touchy ass topic and shit like that. Whatever.
He'll wake.
I'd be like this, like, what the? And yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
All the above. Is this a monologue?
Yes.
Okay.
And scene.
Living the dream. One nightmare at a time. And scene. All right. See? All right. It is, hilariously inappropriate, intellectual beyond belief. So, just got to start in some kind of ways. Then, we'll be getting into some things. Let's get into some things. You ready?
Ready.
Is adoption a good or bad thing? And this is from the polls. And 94% said
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. How you feel about that?
I think it's a good thing.
I say no.
You say no? Why do you say no?
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
See, I'm coming awake now. I'm wide awake.
Yeah, I know.
So
as soon as you're ready to disagree with somebody, you perk up.
I choose violence? Do I choose violence?
You choose it.
Even when I'm half asleep?
Yeah.
I think, okay, so adoption in full and in total
Right.
is not really a bad thing, but I think we forget the dark sides of adoption, right?
Right.
Because I want to say, I think the main thing is for adoption is always the child.
Yes.
I saw a video last week. Part of the reason why the question came up and stuff is that, I don't know if you've seen it, where somewhere in Philadelphia, a lady legit got out the car and just dropped the baby into like the car seat thing and in the middle of the street.
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
In the middle of the street now, right?
Yeah.
Now we live in modern times and stuff, and I'm not disrespecting or forgetting, like anybody in the past. But
Right.
so many things, once they go on the internet, it's going to cycle around because it's kind of like you might see a video today and maybe a month or two later, I might see the same video and stuff like that, right?
Right.
What I'm going to say, when you see it, like there's one wave of people that got triggered by it. And then when I see it and stuff, with my loud mouth and some other people and stuff, I might trigger another wave and stuff from it.
Right.
We're used to kids being dumped off in garbage cans.
Mm-hmm.
We're not normalizing it. It's not right.
Yeah.
Ethically.
But we know it happens.
We know it happens.
We know it happens.
We know what happens. This lady has the kid in the nighttime in the street. A car could have ran over that child. That innocent baby.
Yeah.
Right? And like I said, things don't die and stuff on the internet anymore. This child gets a fortunate home.
Right.
Somebody takes them in and everything like that, right?
Right.
You can't tell what the baby looks like or what the child looks like and everything and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure certain things won't kind of let it go. Right. What I mean by that is like picture, all right, you know, you got good family members, you got some fucked up family members, but nobody wins the family feuds. So you might get that fucked up family member because I had a friend the other day just found out they were adopted.
Really? How old is this friend?
33.
Wow.
Just found out whatever. And it was an argument that popped off at a family barbecue. Because people don't try to fight fair.
So it wasn't even like it was like, okay, come, I have something to tell you. It was like, in the heat of the moment, I'm gonna stick you with this hot iron.
It wasn't them. It was like another relative. So it wasn't the parents.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the heat of the
yeah.
moment, I'm gonna stick you with this hot iron because I really know the truth about you.
Yeah, but I mean, I got like this. I'll tell you a family member afterwards.
Yeah.
But one family member said to me, like I was telling him, like, you know, you got Alzheimer's and stuff like that. You can't even remember where you put your vagina, whatever. Right? It was just a joke.
Right.
Light joke.
Yeah.
She got touched. Well, they said to get cheated on. It's like that's the hot iron you're talking about.
Iron.
That's fucked. But yeah, right? So I was like, oh wow. When the friend told me and stuff like that, I was like, for real? They're like, yeah, my whole life was like a lie.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying, like those things, because now the parents have to, like, they're having this conversation. The parents are like, yeah, like, you know, we didn't think it was a need to tell you. And they're like, fucking asshole, that they exposed everything and stuff like that. For like so many odd years, because from birth and everything, like, so now you're looking at stuff like, that person's black.
Right.
Mom's is kind of light skin. Let's say on the lighter, fair skin portion. Father's dark skin.
Right.
They have a caramel tone.
Right.
So it's kind of like, it's a toss up. You know what I'm saying? So if you know, and if you don't know, you will still assume that this is just natural and, like, you know, because genetics, you know, and DNA, you know, skip generations and everything like that. So I felt bad for Seth.
I feel bad for the person just hearing it. I mean, like I said, I think it's a good thing
that he has a home.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that for a child who has absolutely nothing is given a second lease on life with family. If it's family that are gonna genuinely love that child, right, and as their own, and raise a child to the best of their ability. Because you know, some foster homes, some people are not the greatest of caretakers when it comes to the situation.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like everybody just forgets the dark side and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that scares me. Like, picture, it's somebody's reality.
Right.
You got adopted. You're thinking, same thing. You got a second chance at life and stuff with a newer family or some people that love you.
Yeah.
And then they're off molesting or ill-treating, like, you know, like some wicked stepmother scrub the floors.
But I mean, that happens in situations where kids are not adopted, right? So it's like, if that's going to happen regardless due to the person who's in authority.
I thought, like, right? Okay.
But let's just say you've been abandoned totally, and you do have a chance of getting it's a roll of the dice at this point, right? Like, you don't know who you're gonna get, right? So let's say you do get that loving family, then there's that one that's elevated and brought out from the position that they would have been in before. But I'm a firm believer in 100% that you gotta let that, as soon as that child comes to of age, you should let them know that they're adopted. Like, that shouldn't be some secret that you feel like you need to keep because you want to protect or you want to keep everything on a even keel or low, or you're afraid this kid might try and run off and go search for the parent.
Then
that is up to them to decide after they come to a certain age, right? I don't think you should ever keep that from them.
How old would you say acceptable age then?
I would say I mean, when they legally become their own adult, I would say that would be maybe a good time to tell them if they're a mature enough person prior to that. Then maybe if you feel like they can handle the situation, then maybe even prior to that. But I don't think they should be living an adult life feeling like you're the biological parent. Like I don't think if you come forward and say, hey, you're not biologically ours, this is what happened, I think they would be receptive to the fact that, hey, you seen me and you didn't leave me. You know what I mean? Like, you picked me up and you decided to raise me as one of your own. So I'm grateful for that. I probably wouldn't even, fuck it. At this point, I am your own. Let's not even tell anybody else what you just told me. Let's not worry about anything else when you want. But to hear, like, especially from the hot iron poker.
Yeah. I know.
To find out like that.
Like, okay, so. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I watch the people's names and stuff like that because it's a real life situation where, I guess kind of like not really a deep friend, but a friend of mine. He married, I'll just say his ex-wife, right? His ex-wife had a son,
right?
Way back when,
right?
Had him early-ish. Let's say she had him at like, we'll say 17, 18.
Okay.
So son kind of grew up with her. And when he got young, like when he got to coming of age, he got a girl pregnant.
Right.
He got a girl pregnant. He ended up having a daughter.
Right.
He lived a different kind of lifestyle and stuff, whatever, drugs and everything kind of took, got the best of him and all some type of stuff. I believe he's still alive.
Right.
Right? That his daughter is raised by his mother.
Okay.
The mother, because the mother was kind of, like I said, kind of young.
Right.
She didn't tell the little girl.
Right.
Right? And that friend, when he met woman, she told him, let's say when dating got serious, like, the little girl's actually, my granddaughter instead of my daughter.
Right.
Whatever, right?
Right.
Shit went to south with them in the relationship. That's why I said ex.
Yeah.
And she fell into a vice.
Right.
She fell into a vice and everything like that. And hot poker again.
Mm-hmm.
It's always these hot pokers.
Mm-hmm.
She became the hot poker and stuff and everything like that. So the little girl's like, well, you're always on substance.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe with you and everything like that.
Right.
Mom.
Right.
I'm not your damn mother and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's like, huh? And then looked at my dude. My dude's like, I thought she told you.
Right. Yeah.
And the little girl ran away.
Yeah.
She ran away. Like they had to like legit like get police involved and stuff and try and find her and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, the maturity thing, I get. I absolutely agree with you and everything. I think it should be kind of like notified. I don't know what age. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like adopting.
Right.
If need be. Like I want to, when I mean need be and stuff, it was like if I would adopt if I had like the resources and everything possible.
Yeah.
To provide the best environment for this child.
Right.
Because everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
But it's just that, I don't know, it's not an easy task like people try to make it to be, because being a regular parent, like to your kids and stuff, whatever, is not easy.
No, it's
right?
not.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you're right. Kids and stuff can get molested by their parents and X, Y, and Z and everything. But I feel like, you ever see people at a park? They look like, that's not my kid. So, your kid's doing good shit and this kid's over there eating sand. Like it's fucking, what's it, Pixie dust?
Yeah.
And they're just going in and stuff and they're like, that ain't my baby. And they just kind of let it be. And a lot of times stuff would be like, if the bad is happening and stuff. I was watching P-Valley. it was like the girl became like a wicked stepdaughter. Like, I mean, like some Cinderella type of shit, whatever, right? So the main daughters were treated like queens.
Yeah.
And then you got this one and stuff like that. I was like, yikes. We know the Cinderella story.
It's hard, man.
Look how long Cinderella must have been. I don't know. Hopefully she, because back then, a lot of them, they were a lot younger than they let off.
Yeah.
Disney made her look like she's about like 28, 29.
Yeah.
She could have been 16 and stuff, whatever, right? So let's say if she's like, for 28, 29 years, she's been getting ill-treated. The poor. Is that right?
It's crazy. But the opposite side of that too, though, is the
second chance.
Not only the second chance, but the family that wants kids but can't physically have kids, right? Like this is the opportunity for them to have children that they can raise and show that love and kind of, I don't know, kind of give more to. I don't know if that's the way I should look at it or say it, but you have the abundance of love that you want to share, and like you said, you have the resources to do it. You want to have children of your own, but you can't. Right? The next best thing to you would probably be to adopt.
Not these modern people. Okay, I don't have the stats. But think about it. A lot of couples that you've probably seen or heard of and everything,
right?
They want to adopt. They'll get a pooch. They'll get a pet.
Yeah.
They'll take a pet over a human.
Yeah.
And then this is where the whole situation.
But is it? And okay, is it couples who are? Yeah, it's hard to say because I don't have the stats on it either.
Yeah,
right?
we don't have the stats.
Because a lot of times when I think of people who get pets, they're looking at a convenient. They want the companionship. They want something, but kids.
Not I want to say not too much the dolo ones,
right?
Like if they're solo,
yeah.
The solo ones, I feel like sometimes it might be a compassionate pet,
right?
Where like some people and stuff, they're by themselves and like they really need this type of interaction with something that's living,
right?
So not really them, but I'm talking about like couple. Like a full out couple. Like y'all can't.
But most of the couples I know that have pets are either old and their kids have already left, or
I don't mind that. They already have kids, but the ones that don't have kids.
No, but I was about to say, or plan to, but I'm not quite there yet. So they want to get a pet.
to test out the water?
To test out the water. I'm telling you.
I'm wide awake. All right.
I'm telling you.
That's so still mad. You gotta walk this dog. You gotta walk set dog or but like this. Human, pet. You might have to change diapers for like maybe what? 4 years.
The responsibilities are different, Mark, but somehow they seem to equate it to
dog mom, cat mom. I'm like, no mom will leave their child at the house by their damn self for 8 hours while they go to work. That's called child abuse.
But how old is the cat in human ears?
Isn't the math higher? Like, I don't know.
I mean, that 3-year-old cat could be like 17 or something. So
it's okay to leave a 17-year-old?
It's okay to leave the cat.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, never mind. All right, I got you. All right, so the next question on the second poll of the week, are most people content or complacent with their lives? And complacent won at 70%. How do you feel? Complacent?
Yeah, I think most people are complacent too.
How do you think they can, do you have any words of encouragement to help people be content with their life? Or do you think that, I feel like the modern world we live in, they find a way to make it seem like you can't be content with your life. Like for the people that live off the grid, you ever see like someone like you see like one of the Doomsday Preppers or like people that live off the grid? The motherfuckers are good. Like like the old school Jebediah, Mamadiahs and the Amish folk. Yeah. I feel like they living.
Do you feel like they're living though?
I feel like, all right, so some like, all right, TLC, they look for trauma in people's lives. So like escaping the Amish and everything like that. That's a different story. That's a different story. But like this modern world exists and you're looking like, you can run away anytime. Yeah. And like, nah, I'm gonna go back to my.
Would you live off grid?
Would I live off grid? Like now, ever? Yes, I could.
I wouldn't mind living off grid.
I can live off grid and stuff, whatever. I want to say probably when I'm older.
Yeah.
When I'm older, because I want to say if I'm leaving up to for my son, he knows where the hell to find me.
Right.
Then that's it.
Right, yeah.
Whatever. I can live off the grid.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't want to live off the grid in like those woody places and shit where I feel like, you know, if I'm laying in my bed, I hear like some sounds. Like, oh, Jesus, take me now.
That's the off the grid. That's
the off the grid.
Grid you have to live, man.
That's off the grid.
Anything else is grid.
Because I don't really need internet like that. I think the thing I actually feel like I might need is like, you know, things for like hygiene, food.
Yeah.
The music that I like, I'm sorry, I'm not shitting on today's music, but the music that I already cultivated and said, I like this, that's already then came out.
Yeah.
Give me that. Give me a Jay-Z blueprint. I'll play that bitch on repeat, you know?
But I mean, off the grid living now can be different. You know what I mean? Because, okay, for instance, the technology in like solar panels and solar batteries, like you don't need to not be connected to electrical grid to have full electric service, right? Mm-hmm. So you just need to know you want a spot where you know have running water or at least a well where you can dig into.
Yeah, but you can have a Jenny. You can have a Jenny.
But the Jenny though, you're gonna have to worry about charging the Jenny, getting the gas for the Jenny. I'm talking totally off.
So okay, so there's some Jennies and stuff. I seen one. We can Google it later and stuff like. But I seen one Jenny and stuff that's actually like solar panel, right? Mm. And then I remember the little girl in Africa. I always forget her name, and anytime I watch soccer, the little girl who made that. She's not even a little girl. She's probably like a young adult, teenager now, or something like that, whatever. She made a socket ball. You know what I'm talking about? The one that like you kick it around, it stores up kinetic energy, and then you can plug up a device and it can power TVs and stuff like that. So there's a Jenny I seen. One generator I seen was a solar panel type of generator and stuff. So let's say you go, let's say before blackout time, because remember that blackout in 03, especially like on the eastern coast. They felt it, and people were like, no, this shit is not happening to me again, right? This Jenny now, apparently, day by day, it starts to store up like cells, like solar panels.
Right.
And it'll just store up and everything, and I think it has like a light, little red and green. So when it's green, you can now, like, you don't have to like have it out in the sun, and it can go for like some time.
Right.
And then you have the gasoline ones and stuff that those ones and stuff work. And then you have the other ones that work with electrical plugins and stuff like that. So you're right. Going off the grid now ain't that bad. But I feel like people are too addicted to their phones. Yeah. And they want to be, not even FOMO, but they just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, but Elon solving that too. Elon gonna give you satellite. He's gonna drop. He's gonna send one of his robot guys. His robot guys are gonna be doing the deliveries.
Yeah, his robot guys are gonna be trolling you too. Because he's gonna
send him to here's your Skylink phone.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to be seen. But I think so. Are you content with your life now?
I'm content, but I'm always looking to do stuff new.
So that means you're not content then.
No, it means I'm okay with my life as it is. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind doing new stuff to add to it.
I feel like complacency. We're putting a negative connotations on complacency. Because I feel like, living things should grow to strive.
Right.
For better things and better aspects and stuff in life. Now, people get complacent, they get stuck. Right. And I think that's the thing people always hear when they hear complacent, they're just stuck. But it's okay to be that. Like, and that's what makes it content.
Well, as long as you're okay with it. If you're okay with it, then that's fine.
There's that OG dude. he was working at Waffle House. I think he worked at Waffle House for like 50 odd years. He helped put his son through school, and I think his wife was, I can't remember what his wife did. So he was married.
Right.
He had one child, and he put his son through business school and stuff like whatever university on his Waffle House thing. And they were like, oh, he's been working at Waffle House for, let's say, 50 odd years.
Right.
Why can't they give him a raise or a manager job? He's like, he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He's content.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a few people and stuff out there that are content.
Right.
Like that. And other people are like, no, I want to be manager of the Waffle House. I'm going to walk around and tell the people some things. I'm going to leave before all the World Star fights start at midnight.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're striving, it's not a bad thing to be complacent, but I feel like if you're just like, you're okay with where you are in life, that's the true content. Like some people, I work at some people at my hospital, and I had a lady like, I'm just here, put my kids through school, and I just want to do this. My kids. And not a problem. She's content with her life, but her life just revolves around her kids. Other people now might look at her and be like, this lady's a quack. Because like your kid's going to grow up one day, they're going to leave you and everything like that. And then she'll probably get her damn pet, just like her and her husband. Adoption, baby. Let's go.
You can be, I think there's certain things you can be content with. And I think there's certain things that you should try and, you should try and strive for. Just expand your horizon a little bit.
Give me examples, both.
Like, okay, again, let's say the guy who lives off grid, right? And he's content with living off grid for let's say the past 5 years, right? But then his scenery, he decides that, I'm tired of waking up and seeing the same thing. There's nothing from saying that he can't move his off grid location,
take a different scenic,
and get a different, still being off grid, still living that life, but maybe just in a different area now.
But he's not content with the view though.
But you know what? Maybe he was content with the view. And maybe he doesn't know that he's not content with the view until he goes and sees something else. Because that's always the case too, right? They say, you may think the grass is greener on the other side, but when you get to the other side, the grass is not greener. But you may also look at it as, there's nothing out there for me. Then you go out there and you see shit. There's a world of possibilities that I didn't even know about sitting back in my house. Then all of a sudden your view and your whole outlook changes.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. The modern world we live in and stuff is kind of like iPhone.
Yeah.
There's not too much variances, I want to say. But let's say between iPhone 8 to like iPhone 13.
Yeah.
Yes. World of a difference. No more home button. Certain things, some features, right?
Right.
12 Pro, 13 Pro. What's the difference? Well, people just feel like they gotta have it,
Yeah.
They're not content with their phone.
Yeah.
But then now you've come to I'm pretty sure just like myself, I don't want to speak for you, but if it breaks, that's when I'll probably change it.
Oh yeah.
But until then, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
No. Yeah.
I'm content.
Yeah.
I'm content with my phone.
Definitely, and that's what I'm saying. Like certain aspects, I think you learn to have have contentness with it. I guess, right? Because you're right. I'm not gonna go change this phone because the new model has come out. No, for me, it serves no purpose. It's a waste of time. It's not providing me with anything, right? But then I can wake up tomorrow and say, shit, I know about Niagara Falls. I've heard about English Falls, but I've never seen it. So I should go and see English Falls because I'm curious about it. The fact that I'm curious about it, I probably won't be content until I see it.
I think, like I said, strive for whatever you see fit. It's just that there's not good, like I want to say, I'm not telling nobody to set a bar on limitations and stuff. Like I'm not trying to dim nobody's light, but it comes to a point where love yours. like
yeah.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
And listen, you have to be happy with whatever you're doing and be content with it. And if you're not content with it, then you gotta change it. And there's nothing that says that you can't change it. Matter of fact, if you're not content with your current situation, change that shit.
Go slow with your relationships, though, because Smooth will have you dumping your partner after this episode.
Listen.
This is brought to you by Smooth Therapy.
Get it to the streets.
And Drew Fest over here. Can we talk about poor Kid Cudi? I feel bad for Kid Cudi. Like Kid Cudi, so at the Rolling Loud, Kid Cudi, they were
but I mean, before we start feeling bad for anybody,
okay.
Does Kid Cudi have any bit of onus or any bit of kind of pushing towards it? This whole love-hate relationship people seem to have with him.
What if he's owning his truth?
Oh, if he's owning his truth, he's owning his truth.
Right. So why you're hating me because I'm owning my truth?
Well, I don't know. How is he owning his truth? Is he owning it in an offensive way? Is he just?
What do you mean? Regarding what? Like his truth? Like Kid Cudi?
Like okay. Let's put it this way. I don't understand. In the world of where hip hop is so accepting of so many different things, right? I don't understand the backlash he gets.
But hip hop isn't that accepting.
You don't think so?
How many gay rappers out there now? Name me 5 gay rappers.
Yeah, but I just don't think because they're pushing it. I don't think it because it's not accepted.
I don't. But it's not. See, it's not even the push.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, if we look at hip hop in itself,
right?
Hip hop is a competitive kind of genre.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a competitive genre to be like, I'm better than you. It's that kind of thing. Like,
yes.
I feel like rock music is kind of like, I'm over here doing my thing. I'm over here doing my thing. And like most of the other genres and stuff like that. But hip hop is kind of like a competitive thing. Now, when it comes to the point where some people are kind of just, I'm over here doing my thing, people are still hating and people will find a way to kind of compete with even with that, right?
Right.
Like I remember when Jay said, y'all on the gram holding money to your ear as a disconnect. We don't call that money over here.
Right.
Tons of rappers felt the type of way.
Of course they did.
But this is that. He was saying like, yeah, okay, he didn't name out a few people, whatever, right? But people were like, fuck that guy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's still competitive. Like even Jada's.
But he didn't name no names. but he was there with a friggin' hot iron rod poking. We know this one. This
episode is brought to you by Hot Poking. It might sound strange and questionable in a sauna, but it works on this Deb episode. Fucking guy.
We know Jay without mentioning no names, and people knew. People didn't know it. People didn't know exactly.
Okay,
but people felt like, nigga, I know you're talking about me. I was in the background like, nigga, he talking about you, and you.
Because, and that's what I'm saying. You're sitting back, you're like, I never put money to my ears on the gram and stuff like that. And he's like, let me search money phone.
Yeah.
You, swipe, scroll, you. Damn, Jay, you hurt a lot of people's feelings. I feel like those moments,
right?
Those moments in hip hop is part of the kind of competitive sport. Hip hop is not really that accepting because if we look at first white rapper.
Okay.
Name me the first white rapper.
For me, that would be MC Search.
And I would say Blondie.
Okay.
Because when it comes to Rapture,
yeah,
that wasn't singing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she wasn't really a rapper.
Oh, you see? And that's what I'm saying.
She wasn't really a rapper.
Hip-hop is not that accepting.
No, I'm accepting. I'll accept that Rapture song was a rap song, but I don't look at Blondie as a rapper.
All right, fast forward. Drake's new album. You guys aren't calling it a hip-hop album.
It's not a hip-hop album.
Why not?
It's not hip-hop.
What's the qualifications to make it a hip-hop album? Songs with cursing? He has that.
No. What would make it a hip-hop album is the tempo of the beats.
Okay.
Right? And the style of the beats. Once it passes a certain tempo, it is no longer considered hip-hop.
So Kanye...
It goes to dance. Kanye... I have an argument all the time. I don't think Kanye's a rap artist. I think Kanye's a pop artist just like Drake's a pop artist. They do variety of songs. They do rap, they do pop, they do R&B.
Mm-hmm.
They to me, they're not rap artists. Those two especially.
Are you a producer or are you a podcaster?
I'm both.
You do one more than other though.
I produce more than the other.
So then you're a producer.
Right. But I produce mostly podcasts.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, well then beat maker then. Let me say that.
Now I would be a producer then.
So you're more of a beat maker.
No, more of a producer. Because a producer and beat maker is two different things.
So no, I'm saying, okay, so podcaster or beat maker?
I would say podcaster.
You would say podcaster because you do more podcasts than you do making more beats.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So now if you make beats now, people will tell you, stay in your lane, podcaster. You see what I'm saying?
But they know me for podcasting.
And they know Drake for rapping. So he had several albums where he was rapping.
Yes.
And now he had this mixed genre. I don't let it go.
But they would even tell you, it didn't even register on the hip hop game. It registered on dance because all those majority of those tracks were
billboards? The Billboard?
It was dance.
The album is dance?
It's dance.
With the 5 tracks that are kind of flamboyant with some cursing and 16 bars and everything.
As I'm telling you, it goes by tempo. Once it crosses a certain tempo, then it's no longer the same genre.
So, Old Town Road, that's country or that's hip hop?
Old Town Road is
the tempo is hip hop.
The tempo is hip hop, right? What I would say it's country with hip hop elements in it, or it could go the other way around. It could be hip hop with country elements.
So why Drake album couldn't be pop with a little hip hop element in it?
No, because there's dance music that follows the structures that Drake has been following on that album.
We're gonna agree to disagree on that one.
All right, we're gonna agree to disagree.
And that's what I'm saying. Going right back to hip hop, it's not that accepting. You're not. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not hip hop. It's dance.
But okay, but
I can accept it as dance.
But okay, let's say Billboard.
Right.
Billboard classified his album as a hip hop album.
Is that what it's?
That's Billboard.
Billboard's got it wrong. Billboard's got it wrong.
And see, you're part of the hip hop community, and that's what I'm saying. People like that in the hip hop community is not that accepting.
Right. Okay. What would you say? What makes it more hip hop to you and less dance to you?
What, the Drake album?
The Drake album.
I don't know. I heard the Drake one time, one spin. I didn't like. I want to say, to me, I listen to everything. Right. I listen to everything. The genre that probably doesn't get the most spin out of me is probably like country and gospel.
Okay.
I'll spin gospel more than I spin country. So I would say country is like the latter. My thing and stuff is because I have that kind of ear.
Right.
So I can appreciate the music and stuff for for what it is, right?
Yes.
So I want to say I don't really tend to put things into classifications unless it's like the artist himself. Because same thing we were saying, like the thing. I know you as a podcaster.
Right.
Right? So if I know you as a podcaster and you're doing this, I know you for that one thing first. It's like when Lil Wayne did the Revolver album.
Right.
When he did the guitars because he can play guitar.
Right.
Right? That was more of a rock album.
Right.
Right? But I still know him as a rapper. So I still kind of will put that in like his other, like Snoop Lion, Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Snoop Lion was the reggae format, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's still Snoop, the same person.
But that album was classified as a reggae album though.
Right.
It was the hip hop album.
That album and stuff was Slash though. But because you're right. I want to say to the majority, because that's the reason why he changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
To make it quantify as a reggae album. But if you went with the regular, original Snoop Dogg, still can't talk, still have sleep.
Yeah.
If you went with the regular Snoop Dogg, it would be quantified. Like he had that Snoop and the Good Book, gospel album.
It would have been Snoop Dogg doing a reggae album and Billboard's classifying it wrong. Just like they did with the Drake. This Drake album that just came is not it. When it dropped, it was less than 40-something hours. It was, I can't remember if it was the Apple or Billboard, but it went number one on the dance chart.
Mm-hmm. Old Town Road went number one on country, but it's still hip hop tempo.
Yeah, it's still hip hop tempo, but there's country elements in it.
Yeah, and
these Drake songs are straight. He's not even rapping on them. He's singing on them. There's Some of them.
Some, and that's what I'm saying. Like this,
Some of them.
like
even with okay. Let me tell you how they get away with it now too. Because the rapping has changed. So because rapping now has become more melodic, you can now stretch the genre of rap. You can really stretch the genre of rap.
So that's
but he's not really stretching the genre with rap with this one. He's doing straight dance.
So back to the original question. The
Right.
hip hop community is not accepting. You're a part of the hip hop community and you're not accepting something like the Drake or the Blondies and everything like that. When in actuality, if we look at, let's say, okay, the way how Blondie sung Rapture,
Right.
that wasn't like a sing-song type of thing.
No.
That was spitting.
Yeah, she was rapping.
She was rapping. But people won't consider Blondie as the first rapper.
No, she wasn't the first rapper.
So
she wasn't the first rapper.
So Miley Cyrus drops a track today when she's rapping.
Right.
That's not Miley Cyrus rapping.
If it's a rap track on a rap beat, it'll be Miley Cyrus rapping. I won't consider her a rapper. I'll still consider her a pop artist. Pop artists do many things.
Okay, okay. I'm just trying to figure out the classification.
When I say when you mention Drake and when you mention Kanye, I say they can do these dance albums because they're popular artists. Popular artists do popular music. Doesn't matter what genre it is. As long as it's popular, they'll do it. They'll throw their hat in the ring and they'll do it.
Now bring it back to Kid Cudi.
Okay.
Kid Cudi came out as a rapper.
Okay.
Kid Cudi's tracks are still rap tracks.
Yeah.
But they don't accept Kid Cudi.
Well, what has he done that they don't accept him?
He wears dresses. He dyes his hair, paints all type of. He even had a wedding dress on the other day, like in a video. He was in a car laughing and stuff in the wedding dress. He's on some Dennis Rodman shit.
So what's the difference between him wearing the dress and then let's say someone like Young Thug? Because Young Thug came out wearing a dress,
right? But they accept Young Thug, but they don't accept Kid Cudi.
So it's not the dressing thing then.
But it has to be. So what is it?
But they accepted Young Thug.
But it's right. But what I'm saying is that the hip hop community does not accept Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi has straight rap tracks.
Right.
No pop type of tracks.
Right.
He is rapping. Right. Bars.
Right.
But they don't accept him because hip hop is not an accepting genre.
So what is it about him that they don't accept?
I don't know. I don't speak for the. I accept Kid Cudi. I accept Kid Cudi.
Yes.
I'm not part of that diaspora that doesn't accept Kid Cudi. I can't tell you why they don't accept Kid Cudi.
Right.
That's why I'm asking you the question. Why does the hip hop community?
But I don't know what.
Do you accept Kid Cudi?
Do I accept Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you because I haven't listened to much of his songs.
How many tracks have you listened to?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
Maybe 3 or 4, right? So then
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not one of the artists I listen to.
Well, fair. Because I'm not saying you have to.
No, it's not one of the artists that has.
I don't listen to a lot of other artists, but I still accept them in the hip hop community.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and unless he has like what would be his mainstream songs?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Make her say, oh, 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 oh. Day and night.
Day and night. And those tracks I like. But to say that, okay, I'm a fan of Kid Cudi.
I didn't say you have to be a fan.
No. Yeah. To say that I'm a fan of Kid Cudi, to know why other people I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Why are they not up on him? Because some of the stuff that I see him do, I see other rappers do.
Right.
And I don't see other rappers get the same. And that's what I'm asking. That's why I asked, is he part of his own demise or is he a cause of his own problem? Because I see other rappers.
Not, but that's what I'm saying. He's not. But
I don't
because
know,
if he same thing, the dress, Thug did it.
Yeah.
The skirt, Ye did.
Yeah.
We accept Ye for the skirt. We didn't accept Cudi. And Cudi is Ye's artist.
Well, not only is Cudi's Ye artist, Cudi's ghostwriter for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So some of the shit, you may not like Cudi, but you may like some of the shit he's written.
But yet they didn't like him that Rolling Loud to throw bottles and everything at him. And the man took a fair stance, and I agree. I'm in agreement with it. If I'm up there,
right.
I don't know what you might throw at me and stuff. I feel like we pushed away the Astro World situation.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people feel I can't forget that. There was too many lives lost at one event.
Yeah.
Right? At this place, now, you're on the stage. Again, like I said, when I spoke about it on that episode and we were talking about it, I was like, you got to have some foresight to be on the stage. Everybody looks like flashing lights and darkness. And then you're seeing like, you're doing your performance and you see, oh shit, is that a bottle? Yo, is that a bottle? Be like, yo, you guys stop.
You gotta have some good peripheral vision. You gotta have everything. You gotta see like you gotta see
through the flash.
You gotta see like the stadium light, catch the glisten of the bottle. Then oh shit, 3 o'clock.
You gotta duck that shit. And some people get clapped.
Yeah.
And some people get clapped. And I'm looking, I was like, everybody's like, oh yeah, because Kid Cudi music sucked. And everything, like, yeah, no one recognized Kid Cudi. But I was like, Rolling Loud is a hip hop concert.
Yeah.
He performed hip hop songs.
Yeah.
But they bottled him.
I don't get it. I don't get it what it is with him, because like I said, it's like
the theatrics we find in other rappers.
Yeah.
The theatrics we find in other rappers.
We find the theatrics in other rappers. And that's why I keep asking, like, is he doing, it's like, we know the love-hate relationship with Kanye, because Kanye is part of his own demise.
What do you mean by demise?
Well, no, I won't say demise, but he's kind of sometimes he's his own worst enemy. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, Ye is.
Yeah, Ye is.
I can't tell you a Kid Cudi interview or something like. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Kid Cudi fan like that.
No, right,
I can't tell you like a moment where like you see, yes, Ye is on a bigger platform and stage compared to like Cudi.
Right.
But I haven't heard like Cudi say some off the wall stuff yet. Whatever. I just know he backs Ye.
Yeah.
He backs Ye with the nonsense that he does.
Right.
And then and Big Sean didn't. So this is the reason why Ye attacked Big Sean and Common.
Right.
And he kind of spared Cudi. Because he's like, well, I brought y'all on and Pusha T and Cudi supports me, but these two don't. They're calling me out like, you know, Uncle Tom and X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But the hip hop community is not accepting. You cannot deny that.
I don't know what the story is with.
No, but it's not even just like minusing Cudi. The hip hop community is not accepting like that.
So give me another artist you feel like they don't. They give Cudi the Cudi treatment to, or a treatment similar or sort of to Cudi.
Hip hop?
Yeah.
Drake. You just said that album. That man probably bust his ass writing that damn track.
What Drake is
not the ones with the melodic beats. Not the ones with melodic. Has Drake came? Do you know? I'm just asking. Do you know if Drake came out and said, "Yo, what's up, man? This is my best hip hop album ever," or enjoy that album? Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Did he put a genre on it?
If he put a genre on it,
yeah, like from his like verbatim or like message or.
No, I don't know if he personally has stamped it.
Okay.
As anything outside of what he's doing, but I don't think he's called it hip hop either.
I know, but I think he has an Apple contract, so I think if whatever Apple might say, like if Apple labels it as dance, I would take it like that.
That's how it would go.
I would take it and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
like we weren't accepting of Drake for a bit. I mean, we weren't accepting of like, I guess Meek for a bit too, because when we found out that Meek wasn't writing his stuff,
yeah,
right. But then when when Drake wasn't writing his stuff,
right.
Right? I heard Busta say it on Drink Champs and stuff, whatever. He's like, yo, you're not an MC if you don't pen your own shit.
Right.
And like I said, like there's a diaspora of the hip hop community that just won't fuck with somebody. I mean, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah.
I prefer my MCs and stuff and my rappers to kind of just pen their shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Because that's what I can respect.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of agreeing with Busta and stuff and that kind of aspect pertaining to some rappers and everything. Am I accepting to them if we're talking about writing style and stuff, or like say like, damn, Drake spit a heavy bar. Like, okay, remember the one Drake track I played for you, the Never Recover? And And I'm like, this is one of Drake's hardest tracks. I'm like, I don't know, he wrote this. I'm not, so
because everybody's gonna get that asterisk now, right?
Yeah,
it's
like an asterisk.
You get that asterisk now.
In hip hop, you got obviously Lil Nas X, Young M.A. Like this is for the LGBT community, right? I can't name 3 others.
No, I can't. I can't name 3 others either.
And I think because the controversy with the whole word you qualify Old Town Road with is why Lil Nas X kind of got catapulted up. Like if we're talking about he's quantified as a rapper. Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Young M.A. got heavier bars.
Oh, yeah.
That was smoke that dude. But again, it's the notoriety and everything like that, right?
Right.
And then there's the people like off the radar, like Bobby Light. He was on Love and Hip Hop show and everything, but they're not out there like that because the hip hop community doesn't really welcome them yet. I think a few generations will switch over.
No. I think what it is with them is the hip hop community hasn't figured out how to monetize in that realm yet.
LGBT?
Yeah. The hip hop community hasn't figured out how to monetize in that community yet. And instead of figuring out, they're more than content and have more than enough gangster rappers to keep that cash flow going and not worrying about having to promote anything else.
It's so funny because you see like the show, the P Valley show again, it's like there's a gay rapper in there.
Right.
I don't want to give away the show, but like this gay rapper in there. None of his bars and stuff is about like, you know, like some Lil Nas X type of stuff.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not, I'm not saying like this, the other stuff, let's say, you know, about popping off and robbing and everything. I feel like you are who are.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like, hey, some of these gay dudes out here, their hands are better than some straight dudes.
Dude.
I seen a gay dude and stuff beat the brakes off 2 straight dudes that were making fun of them and try to like antagonize him.
Yeah.
And he turned around and put the hands on him and knocked one out and then left the other one kind of leaking and stuff like that, right? But
listen, man.
Hold on. The rapper in the show, again, the song, he had a song in there. Like I said, I'm not trying to give away the show and stuff, but he had a song and he wrote about another man. But it got Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
It got Frank Ocean and stuff in there, right? So it's kind of like, you're just like, oh, okay. But if you know, you know, right? You all right?
I'm just thinking of how many.
What do you accept Frank Ocean?
Yeah, I was about to say, man, I can't even stop to think of how many males stop listening to Frank Ocean music.
I listen to Frank Ocean by my damn self.
Once they figured out they were talking about, he could possibly talk about me.
Yeah, okay.
Which is weird because, come on, man, R&B singers who didn't play for the other team, they dime a dozen, and some of their music is respected.
Those are accusations,
bro.
Smooth.
Some of those music is respected, bro.
Those are accusations.
Come on, man, Luther Vandross, man, come on.
Was there accurate proof? He could have been asexual. He could have been on the LGBT community.
He could have been.
He could have been a rainbow coalition. But did you see Luther like hand in hand or coming out somewhere like, you know, with a man somewhere? Allegedly. You and see the thing and stuff is that, okay, Frank Ocean, I kind of like Frank Ocean would be like a Drake to me. Like his style of music and stuff. Because Frank Ocean, he has that heavy hitting bars and he has the singing aspect and stuff, whatever too, right?
Right.
Biking. Hell of a song.
Yeah.
But then, see, I like lyrics and I digest lyrics and stuff for that, right? Biking is a track, him, Jay-Z, Tyler Creator. We know Tyler Creator, his lyrics is always all over the place. Whatever, right? It's miscellaneous. We'll go with miscellaneous.
Go sus.
There's a line in Biking, like, because I like Biking because all 3 of them, Jay, Frank Ocean, Tyler Creator, came with triple entendres.
Okay.
And I was like, one song with 3 artists, all have a triple entendre like in their verses. That's fire.
Right.
I can appreciate the craftsmanship.
Right.
Frank Ocean had a part in the song when he's like, something about me and my baby, we have to adopt because we can't make one. So I was like, and then I heard like thinking about you in my head, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he's bisexual. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't break it down like, all right, listening to this. I said it to a dude, I'm like, oh, the song has a triple entendre from 3 artists and everything. And I was like, they're like, who's the artist? I'm like, Jay. They're like, yeah, okay, shit, Jay-Z's on that shit. All right, Tyler, Creator. He kind of weird, but he has some heavy hitting bars at times and stuff like kind of sus, kind of questionable. Yeah. Frank Ocean, no, the Batty Man track. It's like, holy shit. How is that Batty Man track? Hip hop community's not that accepting. You have to. If you're saying no, that they are accepting, you're in denial, Smooth.
I think they're accepting to a point. I think they're accepting. I think as soon as
thoughts and prayers to Kid Cudi, by the way, because especially with people like Smooth.
I think as soon as more of the gay community embraces hip hop,
they've been.
Now that I see like when I say embrace it,
hip hop community hasn't embraced the gay community.
But you think it's the other way around? Do you think the gay community has embraced? Because, and I could be wrong, but I still see the gay community. I still see like techno and dance still being big genres within that community.
Of course, because I want to say from what I see, like even like the like even the RuPaul Drag Race type of stuff, whatever. I think it comes up with more. It's more of the vulgar aspect,
right,
of that. But okay, I didn't even forgot the damn track. No, not the Industry Baby. The Lil Nas X one, the one where he's swinging down a pole to the devil, giving a lap dance to the devil. Call me by your name. Call in. I feel like those tracks will spin in the gay community heavy because it's to something they can relate to.
Right.
They can relate to the lyrics and stuff, whatever, to that type of song. So they're willing to embrace. That's one thing I do like about them. Their thing and stuff, they're casting the net. They're like, come on, come all. We'll accept everybody. If they don't like you, we'll take you over here. Because I still don't know what plus is. LGBT plus.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the plus is.
Yeah, exactly. But they're just accepting anything and stuff. If asexual, you don't want to sleep with anybody.
Yeah.
You really need to be into their thing. They're like, no. Yeah. We'll embrace you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm by myself. No,
and that's what I'm saying.
You're still welcome.
They embrace. There's one thing I can't deny. They embrace.
Right.
Hip hop is not that type of level. Because I'm even thinking about a fact.
I would say they're not going to probably be so readily to embrace hip hop because of the homophobicness that started off with it. So that would be a hard sell for them. But again, I mean, I don't see the industry itself promoting it if if they feel like it's not gonna make the money. If they see that it'll make the money, oh shit, you'll see 6-7 gay lesbian rappers pop up tomorrow if they feel like it's gonna make the money. But right now,
who doesn't feel like it's making the money?
The industry itself.
Which industry?
The hip hop industry.
Right, the hip hop industry.
Right,
because the hip hop industry is that. But the gay community and stuff will spin a Lil Nas X, that Old Town Road.
Yes,
that was their gateway.
They got one.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
They got.
They're accepting. Hip hop isn't.
They got okay. How accepting were they? They were accepting to listen to it, right? Would they have gone out and bought a Lil Nas X album over that one song?
Of course.
See, I don't know. I don't
because they were hoping, like, I think okay, I don't listen to Lil Nas X's songs like if they're pop,
right?
Like I want to say in the top 40 type of stuff,
right? I
give it a spin. Cause I like I said, I listen to everything. So I give it a spin and then I'll digest like the lyrics and everything. Like Industry Baby, like.
But I didn't even know if they were so accepting of Lil Nas X until they figured out he was one of them. Because he blew up on that whole country shit.
He did.
Everybody was accepting him at that point before they figured out that he was homosexual. Then, you know what I mean? Hip hop stopped accepting.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. That's what I've been telling you.
And then the gay people took over.
They embraced them. I told you they welcome everybody. Hip hop doesn't. You proved my point. Point, case, and point.
I don't know, man. I think they're accepting in certain aspects.
Yo, this guy's a wild boy. All right, there, hot poker. I don't know. Those things will kind of cause to me, I think with the exception, the accepting and not accepting.
Yeah.
These things will leave a person to kind of feel a type of way. Like back to the Cudi thing. I feel like when they I can't remember the Flogging. That's what it was. Tyler Creator's his fest. Astro World for Travis Scott, Flogging and everything like that. So at that Flogging,
right,
they're used to like the Tyler Creator, A$AP Rocky, those type of vibes and stuff, whatever.
Right.
You bring Drake out, and they boo Drake. And remember, Drake walked off the stage and everything like that, right? I feel like anybody, human level, simple human level.
Basic, simple human
human level will feel all types of way. I picture of your commencement.
Yeah, of course.
Commencement. You're graduating and stuff, whatever. They call out names. Everybody else before you get clapped. You go get your shit, they're like, boo!
Yeah.
And then behind you, somebody else's name get called, and they get clapping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You feel a type of way.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I don't want to say people are extra sensitive, but we do know like the collective and stuff they're kind of sensitive, like to a degree. Like we're talking about, okay, somebody can watch this and stuff, see you in a pink hoodie and stuff and look at you and say, soft. I think it's fly. I think it's fly. But that's what I'm saying.
I think it's fly too.
Some people and stuff just look at Colgate commercial. And some people, they're not that accepting and stuff, right?
No,
and I feel like in a collective, you get 5 people to boo you, you won't flinch. You get 100 people to boo you, you start feeling the type of way. You get thousands of people or hundreds of people to boo you.
Yeah.
I feel like depression's coming.
If you don't know how to correctly look at it, then you're for sure it's gonna crush you, right? Because I mean, 1,000 people booing you, you're supposed to look at it as that's groupthink. About 900 of those people don't even know why they're booing you. They're just following the crowd. So you have to be able to understand that and know that, right? You can't think of everybody that entire 1,000 is really booing you because the entire 1,000 don't know you. But it's still crushing. And the more people who are doing it, the more you're gonna feel it. I agree with that 100%.
Men, I feel like certain people, maybe more so men, don't have time to be depressed because they probably booked Kid Cudi for another kind of show. Maybe not a Rolling Loud, or maybe Rolling Loud in another town.
Right.
Because Rolling Loud rolls around.
Yeah.
Right. But again, like I said in the beginning of the show, internet shit don't die.
But it doesn't even have to be another. It doesn't even have to be another show. He could carry that ill feeling onto a performance, onto a next record.
Of course.
Right? Because you're right. That's something like that. If it affects you, it doesn't just go away. It'll linger with you. And it doesn't matter what you're doing next. It's still going to be on your mind. So yeah, he could probably be doing a next Rolling Out. Or he could be going in and doing a verse on somebody else's record and be like, yo, dude, why you come give me this verse with no energy? It's so lackluster. I don't know. Meanwhile, you're tearing up inside.
We don't, I feel like us as people, sometimes we don't tend to shed or give ourselves time to just turn off. What I mean by turn off, I mean, okay, you're going through something bad.
Yeah.
Some people have the luxury of turning off.
Right.
Some people don't have the luxury.
Yeah,
of turning off.
I was gonna say that. Go
like
ahead.
if you're Fortune 500 type of stuff, I'm not saying you can't, but okay, Joe Rogan. I heard Joe Rogan and stuff, Joe Rogan gets more offers than we think. Joe Rogan is Gucci.
Right.
Some people like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, certain type of levels and stuff, whatever, they're Gucci. Jay-Z.
Right.
You'd be like, hey, we want you to come do this. Nah, I ain't feeling it. I ain't going.
Right.
Luxury.
Right. Yeah.
To a working person trying to come up and everything like that, I don't think they have the luxury and stuff for that. Because some of the world's not some of the world. You know what I mean? Some of the world, I mean, like, not everywhere might be accommodating and stuff to you. Like, I feel like some parts in the Western world is not accommodated to the Muslim culture. The Western work world.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Canada here, a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because Canada, they give you Eid Mubarak and stuff as a Muslim person and everything like that.
Yeah.
And this is part of their faith. And some people, when regular people talk about praising God and everything like that, my Lord is the greatest. That lifts them up. That makes them feel well.
Yeah.
Right? And certain places and stuff, some people can't say stuff like that pertaining to their religion.
Right.
And yes, in America, you have separation of church and state, but that still don't stop, like, best, Gospel Betty and stuff at work at her desk and stuff. Jesus is my savior. You know what I'm saying? She's still going in and be like, hey, Betty, separation church and state.
Right.
Nah. She's going to tell you kick rocks by Riverside, all the above. Muslim person.
Rebuke you, Satan. She gonna rebuke you. She gonna rebuke
that
you.
water ain't regular water in the water bottle. She took it from the altar. And she's flashing on people. And I looked at herself and was like, I worked with a few Muslim people where I do work with Muslim people in my hospital, but I know there was a guy, he was regiment with the prayer time and everything and stuff like that. And low key, I think they let him go because of that.
They probably did.
And this is Canada. So I feel like that would drive somebody into depression. You'd be like, yo, I'm just trying to work, provide for my family.
Yeah.
But this is my faith, and it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a reason to be depressed. People are kind of, I'll say it, softer.
Right, right.
People are softer and stuff. A lot of things like, sticks and stones break my bones and words can never hurt me. One person say a certain type of word and stuff, simple human.
Simple human.
Simple human. Yo, people get offended.
There's a bass in your voice. Simple human.
Don't touch me, you simple ass human. Not even say simple ass. It's you simple human.
Simple
Be like,
human.
who the fuck you talking to like that? Did you just call me simple? They get depressed. People are going through depression at all types of levels. I said that people think, men and women.
Yeah.
Women, I feel like the world we live in now is more accepting to a depressed woman. Right. More over a depressed man.
Well, I mean, they still feel like we got to be the strong individual, right? We're still looked at as hunter-gatherer.
Do men have an off time? Because when Mother Nature comes in for women, we know from 4 to 7 days possibility. If they're not themselves within this duration, then we accept that.
Yeah.
But if a man is not himself, like within a 30-day time and stuff, whatever, we call him out on it and stuff, then we ridicule and exile. Well, I'm going to say exile him, but we kind of scrutinize and kind of try to outcast him.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to get breaks. I think we got to be a man 24/7, 48/4. I don't think I don't think we're allowed to have an off moment or an off time.
I always
the shit. Listen, the shitty part about it is that we'll be given that off time, or we'll be allowed to take that off time when we break down.
So we have to break down more.
But
then we're gonna be ready.
Listen, we have to be hold it strong to the point where we can't hold it strong no more. Break down, then the help is coming for us. So we can't be in the process. We can't break down and say, you know what, I think I'm heading towards that point. I may need help. No, we're told to suck that shit up, swallow that shit, hold it, and keep it. If you break down, then we'll fix it then. If you don't break down, you're a man.
Wow. That's hurtful.
It is.
As a man, that's hurtful. Well, you're not a podcaster. You're a motivational speaker. Like that shit. I felt that.
If you really think about it. If you really think about it, right?
Me breaking down your words and stuff like it. Yeah, you really have to suck this up. Like, hear me out. I always laugh at stuff where Chappelle cracked the joke recently and stuff, but I always laugh when anytime I watch like a TV show,
yeah,
or like a sitcom or something like that, and there's like a couple laying in the bed, and they, what was that? You heard that? It's the wife waking up the husband to go check, to go look and search and everything like that, whatever, right? I'm like, I want one episode one day where the husband's like, yo, babe, I heard something, man. Go check that on the danger and everything.
What are you telling me for? So go look. Come back and tell me what it is.
Yeah, babe, this is my off time. I'm not, righteous here and everything. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, suck it up and go check. We're in danger.
Go look.
Do you know any clinically depressed men?
No, I would say if I do, they haven't admitted it or haven't
been diagnosed.
Haven't put any. They got men out here with game faces on, bro.
I feel like women out here with game faces on too.
Women are out here with game faces on, but I think all men are out here with game faces, and you don't realize that they got their game face on until after they break down.
That's heavier. Yes, all men are out here with game faces on, and all women are not, because you have some women and stuff that, some women find it offensive when you tell them to smile.
Yeah.
But some women are naturally smiling type women. And then you have the, not calling y'all the B word, but there's resting bitch face.
Right, yeah.
Right? So you have the resting bitch face type. And like, you can't tell them to smile because this is what their face is and stuff. And they're content, they're happy.
They're
and everything like that, whatever. But yeah, the theatrics and the performance is always on a man.
Always, man.
Is it harder to raise a like?
You ever heard of you? Have you ever asked a friend or a brother, like a dude, yo, what's up? And he say, oh shit, man, this happened. What's up? I'm good. He always say, I'm good. Meanwhile, his world is falling apart.
Does the Jimmy skit on the Kanye album count? Hey, Jimmy, how's it going? My dad died. My goldfish. Yo, Jimmy was going through some shit. I was like, oh, Lee, what are you telling me, Kanye?
That's Jimmy being real.
Yes.
That's Jimmy being real.
I keep it real at work and people look at me kind of different. Like, I walk in, they're like, hey, how are you? I'm like, tired. They're like, whoa, that's honest. Am I not allowed to be tired? Even one day somebody, hey, how are you? I'm like, hungry. Oh, okay. How are you? Well, I'm a little hungry too. I'm like, oh, you just a little hungry?
Let's go for
you
lunch.
Peckish? Or you just hungry? No, I can eat. Bitch, you hungry.
Let's go for lunch.
Men don't have an off time. You have to constantly perform. So, okay, one more quick thing and stuff, and then we'll move on. Your opinion. Is it harder to raise a little boy or is it harder to raise a little girl? Because the little girl, I feel like the protection aspect and stuff, where I think for our society, it's kind of formulated to kind of more protect like the women and children.
Yeah. Right?
So eventually this little girl will become a woman. So it's kind of formulated for the protection aspect and stuff. But then if you're raising a boy, it's a women and children. Eventually that boy who's part of the children population will become man. You can't protect him.
Yeah.
So what do you think? After you said that, I felt that. So I feel like boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you and say boys. And there's a lot of conceptions that we gotta teach our boys that are misconceptions. And can't let continue, because that's part of the problem, right? It's a part of the problem is we've been told that we have to be strong. We have to maintain strong. We can't show no sign of
big boys don't cry.
Big boys don't cry. Like, nah, just sometimes you need that as part of the healing process.
Well, you need the breakdown for them to recognize that it's a problem.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we can't even say, hey, I'm dying over here. No, you gotta die first, nigga.
Yeah, because even like to this day and stuff, I was debating stuff like even like my father.
Yeah.
Because my father died of, gastric cancer, right?
Right,
And I'm looking
right.
at stuff, I was like, I wonder how long did he feel that pain for before he finally said, like, all right. He gonna, he gonna bust a move and say, all right, you go get checked. Because when he found out, it was stage 4.
Right.
Right? So I was like, bro, how long were you, like, what kind of pain were you going through? Like, for how long? And because I'm like, these things, I know that like some things kind of spread fast, but I was looking like 1 month. 1 month.
The pain you go through.
Suck it. I'm not soft.
I'm not that, man. Look soft. Look soft. Looking on my side. Meantime, something, you know what I mean, is happening.
Nah, man. But then
meantime, something's happening. And then the worst about it is, you would say that, nah, man, soft things. And then you turn your bed and say, yo, but say about 3 days straight, I've been feeling that pain in my side.
More than 72 hours?
Yeah, Bridget, go on, man, you don't eat, papa. Look on me, tell you, eat and something. They tell you all type of foolishness to make you feel like, hey, shit, I ain't being a man.
You're right. Men never can be off. You always hear women like, men are babies when they're sick.
You gotta be thug when you're sick.
Yo.
You gotta be a thug when you're sick.
Be like, gang. Like, yo, you good over there? Damn. Ooh, it's heavy.
It's heavy, man.
Heavy. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. Let's go to the question of the week. Question of the week. Do you agree that most people in a lifetime only have 3 best friends?
In a lifetime?
In a lifetime.
Shit, I might drop it down to 2.
Really? Yeah, because so that's the thing now. Because I remember way back when, I don't want to say it's kind of like the MASH thing with the paper.
Yeah.
Or like, or that stuff. But I remember somebody said to me once, and they said, what's your lucky number? They said, pick your, what's your lucky number? And I'm like, my lucky number is 13.
Right.
They said, you're going to have 13 good friends.
Right.
Right. And then I remember the older I got, somebody said, oh, you'd be lucky if you have like 1 good friend. I'm like, the fuck does that? It's like, no, my lucky number is 13. Like, I'm going to have 13 good friends.
Yeah, 12 more people to that person. What's wrong with you?
So I don't agree with this, but then again, I'm the one most of the time for myself.
Right.
I always try to iterate and strengthen the bonds.
Right.
Because I'm an all over kind of person. And I feel like if you're really good to me, I'll be good to you. I match energies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I match energies in general. So I have a moment where I have friends that are still trapping in the streets.
Right.
And I have friends that are doctors.
Right.
Right. And I make sure I try to put in the work to formulate the bonds. I can't speak for anybody else because, stop expecting you from other people.
Yeah.
But what I can understand from even the trapper and the doctor,
right,
it's reciprocated. I got cussed by the damn doctor the other day. Him and his wife, they attacked me. You're not coming over. Did we do something wrong to you? Come on, I had to stop what the hell I was doing one day and legit go over there for dinner.
Right. Yeah.
So everybody can be kosher. And then when it comes to my trapping people and stuff like that, when everything's like, oh, got rich and switched on a brother and stuff like that. You all bougie and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You out here doing the 1s and 2s podcast and button up shirts. I'm like, then I gotta go kick it with that. It's like, in a safe environment. But I still hold those people dear. And I feel like best friend wise, my best friend quantity is over 3. Mm-hmm. What about yours? You said 1, 2?
2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
You're older and you're wiser.
I was gonna say a little bit of that, and it's also gonna be the person itself, right? I think being an introvert and extrovert has a lot to do with that. Trust issues probably gonna have something to do with that, right?
I don't consider you real friends if you don't go through some shit. That's just me.
The question I was gonna see, and that's the question I was gonna ask you. Do you think people, okay, are there standard things that should be in place before you can consider somebody a best friend?
I feel like there is standards and requirements.
Yeah, because and the reason why I say that is because how do you be a friend? What qualifies being a good friend, right? Because my interpretation of a good friend might be different from your interpretation of a good friend.
Of course.
Right? So then
that's why I feel like there's standards and requirements and stuff in my world.
Right. Okay. So then what would be like the standard that you would consider to say, okay, this person would be my good friend, right?
Honesty, loyalty, friendship, and help.
Okay.
Because every now and then we're going to need help.
Right.
You're going to need help and I'm going to need help.
Right.
Right. And I feel like if it comes to that point, now it's kind of considered like friend. Because I feel like, let's say you always do for me, but I don't do for you.
Right.
Maybe in your world, you might be like, because you quantify and stuff, whatever. But in my world, I feel like there's like a serious strain on our relationship that I'm always leaning on you.
Right.
So I'm not really a good friend to you and stuff like you're Captain Save the Day.
And that's why I say it's so subjective, right? Because maybe I don't ever need anything, like just like you said, maybe I don't need for you to be doing anything for me.
But what if
and I don't even look at it as it being one way. I'm happy of what I can always provide for you, or how we kick it, however relationship is.
But my spider sense will go off in the back of my head telling me this motherfucker will come with some slavery shit one day. Be like, yo, remember that one time I did this and this?
Yeah, I was kind of saving them all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to go jerk off a clown over there and stuff, whatever. We gonna get the circus money, but I'm gonna need you to go jerk off Bobo.
I've been saving them all for this moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't like, okay, let's say you come through for me financially.
Right.
Right? Let's say you're the multimillionaire and I'm like the struggling student.
Yeah, right.
Right? I don't expect like me and my struggling students, you know, be like, hey, you know what? I saved up my check. I can take you out to dinner and stuff like that. You're just like, relax yourself.
Right.
I mean, your money's no good here.
Right, yeah.
But there's other ways and stuff for them to compensate, like for that.
To compensate for, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, you're the multimillionaire, I'm the struggling student. I come see you and everything like that, and you fall and you can't get up.
Right.
Right? And your rich ass self, your bougie ass door, you can open the door by the press of a button and stuff now, whatever, right? You're like, and you open the door, I'm like, yo, where you at? I'm on the ground, I'm falling, I can't get up. Me helping you up and stuff as struggling student, and if like even that, and to take you like to hospital or call a paramedic and everything like that, that might be a lot to you and stuff, because you'd be like, shit, I could have been left on the floor for dead.
Right.
And that could have quantified and stuff, and it'd be like, oh shit,
right.
He helped me. He helped me and I helped him.
Interesting.
So it doesn't have to be like in like a reciprocal finance way.
So can we say, okay, just like how we say oftentimes someone feels like they're not being loved, but it's not the fact that they're not being loved. They're not recognizing the language of that love that person is using.
Come on, love language. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I want to say for me, when I've come to the level of understanding, I felt like that kind of helped connect so many dots. That was kind of like, so far to connect in my life and stuff. I never really took the time, and that's why I was saying, like, people listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. No one's trying to understand. Right. We were talking about this earlier, stuff like before and everything like that, right? It's kind of like you're talking to the significant other, and you're trying to give them, I want to say, you check for me, you're allowed to check me.
Yeah.
Right? You're not really checking your significant other, but you're giving them tools to help because you're trying to help them.
Of course. Right.
So you're telling them certain type of things that could possibly help them. And they refuse to listen and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But it might not be the words of affirmation. That might not be the language they might need.
Right.
Right? It might be a quality time type of thing. It might be a physical type of thing and stuff like that. You know, like it might be the love language and the language and stuff. It's not only just love language, but it's understanding is in different forms and stuff as well too.
Right.
You have different levels of learning. Like you have academic smarts, you know, you have street smarts, you know, you have different. And when people just think it's just like one or the other, that's not a level of understanding. It's kind of like you either you in or you out, whatever. No, but why are you out? Why are you in? Because it's the context behind some of these things, right? And they'll kind of give you another area, like body types. In the beginning, the more humans go along, not simple ones, but the more humans go along, things type of change and they kind of sway. I remember there was the 3 body types. There was slim, athletic, and obese.
Right.
And now that expanded in itself. I think there's 8 or 11, something like that. Because it's like this in-betweens, this in-betweens, in-betweens. What is it? Red, green, blue? Is that what it is?
Right. The primary colors?
Primary colors.
Right.
Red, green, blue. You take the red and the blue, you have purple.
Right.
You take the blue and the red? No.
Blue and red give you purple.
The green and the blue?
Right.
No, green and red. No, red, yellow, blue. Is it? Red, yellow, blue. Yes.
Red, yellow, blue.
You take the yellow with the red, you get orange.
Right.
You take the blue with the red, you get purple.
Right.
You take the yellow with the blue, you get green.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Further we go along, and then you have the secondaries. I think the more we evolve, we're starting to have more level of understanding of things.
Right.
It's the understanding aspect some people and stuff are lacking.
Right. So going back to pin there, take that pin, bring that pin all the way back to the beginning.
Okay. Just making sure.
Right back to the 3 best friends. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're at a stage now where people don't have that level of understanding of what a friend is or how to be a friend even for that matter.
And I agree with you because I want to say the 13, like let's say if I start off with the 13.
Yeah.
The 13 and stuff with lack of understanding back then.
Right.
I'm a different Marvin now.
Right.
So the lack of understanding and stuff then compared to like the level of understanding I have now, 13 is cut smaller.
Right.
It's cut smaller.
Right.
And like I said, you're older. And let's say for me now, I might sit at a 7. Now, put a decade later to chase you, make me at 47. Who say that might not be cut in half?
Who's to say?
And then it comes down to the lifetime thing again, right?
Yeah.
Like pertaining to the question and stuff. Because it's kind of like some people ride and dies from like way back when. And I have my longest friend that I've had is not my ride or die. I would probably die for them. The reason I say probably is because sometimes you come out and be kind of sideways at times and stuff like that. I look at them like, you're lucky I love you, fucker. But then my ride or die and stuff for them is like, without a doubt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like something comes up. If we got to move a dead body, no one's really dead. Just
it's not,
stating
not,
that
yeah,
before they you're incriminating myself.
Hypothetically speaking.
Words are powerful.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, just without a doubt. If he's like, I got you. Fall back. Let's do this.
Right.
And we just get to that point. So, some people think it's years. I feel like my level of understanding is kind of like what you see, what you feel.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
All right.
Rock with that.
Let's get to the Ask the Sons portion of the damn show.
Ask the Sons.
First Ask the Sons comes from Hey Son 85. What comedian has never, ever made you laugh?
Woody Allen.
Yeah. I think with the thing when he married his stepdaughter.
Yeah.
I was everything I see him, I'm like disgust.
Yeah. He's yeah.
Amy Schumer for me. I like how Amy Schumer handles hecklers.
Right.
That's the greatest thing. I was like, yo, she can handle herself.
Yeah.
But I watched like Amy Schumer like one episode of her show. When he had a show at the time. One of her movies. And I seen one of her stand-ups. I'm like, nah, this
just doesn't.
I don't see what the world sees.
Just doesn't do it.
No, I don't see it.
No.
Okay. Next question comes from Imperfect. Imperfect goddess. What are you grateful for in your life? My level of understanding.
Yeah.
That part. You say the same?
Yeah, I would say that.
Ooh, look at that. We're breezing through this thing.
My level of understanding. That's a good answer.
Thank you. I didn't, pulled out of the fishbowl.
No, you pulled the right one. I mean, that's if there's anything I'm grateful for, it would be that.
Because, like I said, you view and understand the world on a different level. Because the thing you understand is, for me, context.
Yeah.
Context is key, right? Because if somebody drops a line and stuff like, no woman should, I guess, to make fun of a man who's going through some things, whatever, right? I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, is she making fun of him at his own expense at a comedy show? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They get paid after?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you gonna eat?
You know, like if the guy made some comment and stuff about like, something happened to like why he can't find a woman and stuff like that, she just not be like, this is not funny. No, laugh, boo.
Yeah,
laugh.
Go ahead.
Last one comes from Mama Ona. Mama Ona, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. Mama Ona says, what could $1 get you in your country?
What could
a dollar get you in your... Here in Canada, everything's expensive. Away from a homeless person.
That's probably about it. That's probably about it. I don't even think you can buy candy for under $1 anymore.
They don't have like change makers? Isn't that what you used to call them?
I don't see it no more, man.
Oh, it should.
Like I remember going into the variety stores and buying like 5-cent gums, the little 2-cent caramels.
In America, you still get chips. You can still get chips, like 2 bags of chips at least.
Oh yeah?
They used to be quarter bags of chips.
Right.
And then with inflation, but just say 28 cents in some places. I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, where did you guys add it on these 3 cents?
Yeah, nah, here. Unless you're going into and I don't even know because it's been a while since I've been in an actual like variety store, right? Mm-hmm. It's either gonna be like a convenience store at a gas station or like.
So what's the difference between the two? Because I'm new to this Canadian lifestyle. Variety and convenience, they're different.
A gas station, convenience store. They'll have stuff it's company mandated what the stuff is in there, right? So let's say Circle K is a popular convenience store.
Run the check.
Their head office will dictate what candy's in there.
Gotcha. So in the variety store, it's
like a mom and pop, right? And they'll buy whatever. So the typical mom and pop variety store that they might have had for a long time, they might have certain candy suppliers that they buy from. So certain stuff they can probably still get, right? Mm. So like I said, like the 5-cent gums, those little small change makers that you say, I don't see none of that anymore. Like you go in the convenience store, the candy rack, everything is it's either chocolate or like chewable candy. And those are starting at $1.50.
Inflation's a hell of a thing, man. Yeah. I stick with my answer. You put $1 in that cup, I bet you get a wave from the homeless person. Thanks.
You ain't getting nothing else.
That's it.
Oh, wait. No.
Talk to me.
You can get air in your tire.
Are you high? Air is $1.50 in some places.
Oh shit! I was paying $1 over at the.
So I'm always gonna put air in the tire. I'm gonna just go over there. Just where? Right here.
Circle K. I think the last time I was there, I put $1.
I'm going.
But see, even that now you can't even because you're saying some places $1.50.
Some places $1.50 and stuff like that. Shit. Some of the air machines, they have tap.
Yeah,
they have tap.
And this is what I'm saying. Like at one point, it used to be free. It used to be. You used to roll up to that and just push the button, and air would come out and pump your tire.
Bitch, in Mexico and some places was heavy polluted.
Yeah,
they have oxygen bars. Well, it's not free.
Yeah.
Clean air is not free no more.
So what we're basically saying for that $1, yeah, there's not much.
It's actually a deep question. It's a good question when you think about it. Because even if you live in another country, right? You live in another country and stuff in the world, that $1 might even be worse. Like think about Jamaica. Yeah. What could $1 get you in Jamaica?
Nothing.
A kiss teeth.
Nothing.
That's it.
Yeah. We don't have first of all, we don't even have pennies no more.
Here.
Yeah, we don't even have pennies no more. They used to make half pennies.
The fuck is a half penny?
Think there's a time that there used to be a friggin' half penny? Like half of a penny.
That's it, folks. No. Yo, that's wild. I don't know what the half penny is. We're on the Associated Sons portion of the show. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Associated Sons this week. This is dedicated to you, Kid Cudi. You're going to get tagged into this. Associated Sons this week says, birds of a feather flock together, but sometimes you have to tell some birds to flock off. Tell them to flock off. Go be great, Kid Cudi. Wear your dress like Young Thug. Act a fool like Kanye. Some way, shape, or form, they'll attach you to something, they'll like you.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
Yeah. Because you're only just like one spectacular thing away to be in everybody's good books. The places, the world is so finical.
Like, yeah, because
so finicky.
To me, the only reason, okay, Bobby Shmurda has hot nigga, right?
Right.
The songs I don't see. I don't see the hype and the flair and stuff like that. I guess because he dance. There's other dancers that rap. Like I
said, you only just really went away. You're back into the your graces.
They loved him because he didn't snitch. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
6ix9ine was the total opposite. He went from being loved to like dastardly hated. You got to use words like dastardly in front of that hated because he snitched.
Yeah, but what is it? Pusha T? Snitch is what acronym? Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. And that's what he did, folks.
And he made it.
He made it. Once again, folks, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. See, I woke up for that one.
Simple human.
Peace and love. Y'all be safe and be good out there. Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.